Hello everyone, welcome back to this lesson. Our discussion topic is human resource planning. Human resource is the most important asset of an organization. Human resource planning is an important managerial function. It ensures the right type of people in the right number at the right time and place, who are trained and motivated to do the right kind of work at the right time. There is generally a sort of suitable person. Different definitions of human resource planning are here. Basically, planning is the most important and primary function of management. It is a process of selecting the organizational objectives and taking actions to achieve those objectives. If we want to define what is human resource planning, human resource planning is the major task of human resource management because it is concerned with utilizing human resources. An organization does not own a person as it does capital and physical assets. This human resource is seldom given proper attention of that organization. Another definition of human resource planning is human resource planning is the process of using an organization's goals and strategy to forecast the organization's HR needs in terms of findings and developing and keeping a qualified workforce. That means what must we do today to be prepared for tomorrow? Human resource planning is the future thinking. It is the advanced thinking of future forecasting. Others definition of human resource management: human resource planning is a process by which an organization ensures that it has the right number and kinds of people at the right time at the right place, capable of effectively and efficiently completing those tasks that will help the organization to achieve its overall strategic objectives. Others definition of human resource planning are human resource planning or manpower planning is the process of systematically reviewing human resource requirements to ensure that the required number of employees with the required skills is available when they are needed. Human resource planning is a strategy that is used by a company to maintain a steady stream of skilled employees while avoiding employee shortage or surpluses. Human resource planning basically determine the required employees of that organization and what types of employees are needed, what types of qualified employees are needed of that organization. That is the future thinking of a HR manager. Characteristics of human resource planning. Some characteristics are here. Human resource planning is a future oriented. It is a continuous process of every organization. Human resource planning optimum utilize of human resources. It also helps to find out right kinds and right number of peoples. Human resource planning determine of demand and supply of an organization. Environmental influence related to corporate plan, a part of human resource management system. Human resource planning is the part of human resource management system of every organization. Purposes of human resource planning. Importance of human resource planning. Human resource planning determine recruitment needs, determining training needs, management development, balancing the cost between the utilization of the plant and the workforce, industrial relations, consider future workforce, analyze current workforce, future preparation, and logistics evaluation process. These are the different purposes of human resource planning of an organization. Another topic is here human resource planning and organizational strategy. Human resource planning ultimately translates the organization's overall goals into number and types of employees needed to meet those types of goals. HR planning cannot exist in isolation. It must be linked to the organization's overall strategy. Some linkages are here human resource planning and organizational strategy. Mission, objectives, and goals. Strategy, structure, and people. These are the different types of strategy of an organization. So, mission, every organization has their own mission with vision. It helps to determine the purpose of business. Every organization has their own objectives and goals to fulfill the mission. Another issue is strategy. It helps how the goals and objectives will be achieved. Structure determining what job need to be done and by whom. People matching skills, knowledge and abilities to require the job. These are the different types of strategy of human resource planning and organizational strategy. Our last discussion topic is the human resource planning process. If we want to discuss about human resource planning process, so we have to follow some steps. First is external environment, internal environment. Every organization has two types of environment, external environment and internal environment. Some factors are directly impact on organization from outside of that organization, and some factors that are directly impact internally in that organization. So at first we have to determine the external factors and internal factors if we want to set human resource planning process. Then we have to set strategic planning, and based on the strategic planning we have to set human resource planning. If we want to set human resource planning, then three types of issues we have to consider. First is forecasting human resource demand. What types of human resources are needed for future? Then we have to forecast. Then we have to determine the human resource supply. That means demand and supply is the essential things of human resource planning. Then we have to compare the requirements and availability of resource supply and demand. Then we have to follow three types of issues under comparison of requirements and availability. If our demand and supply is equal, then the time the organization no need to take action for further process. Another issue is if the workers are surplus in that organization, the human resource manager then the time to restrict hiring, to reduce hours, early retirement and layoff process. Follow such types of process if the workers are surplus of that organization. Another issue is shortage of workers. If human resource manager see the shortage of workers in that organization, then the time the organization can fill up the shortage workers through recruiting and selecting of the qualified candidate for that organization. So these are the different types of process or steps of human resource planning. Thank you for watching this video. Keep fine and in touch.